Welcome to Yoga Church, and interesting because where we are anyway, it's tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day, and I have this little basket that has the Thrive cards that I pull for each practice. And what I've been doing is after I read a card, it goes in the bag so that we're not using it again. So I look through the basket, which is not my go-to because of Thanksgiving. And I found the card, Give Thanks. And then I walked away and I walked back and I was like, no, that's not really how we do it. And so I put the cards back in. I said, I just want to pull the card that's for this practice. And I was really laughing because it was Give Thanks. So I don't know, we were just before recording, we were talking about, life and synchronicities and, following what's true. So give thanks, in the way I see that, is being in the giving and receiving. And then when we're giving something, we're actually in a cycle of exchange. So for me, giving thanks right now, here we are at this practice. So give thanks to yourself for showing up. Give thanks for the practice, whatever it brings to you, takes from you. Give thanks for the mat you're standing on. Give thanks for the space you're in, the small things. Give thanks for your breath. And I do believe it begins with us when we are in the energy and the awareness of giving thanks for the small things. It makes it easier to give thanks out in the world when conditions might not be to our liking, or to notice when we're in exchange with another person and really give thanks and say thank you. One of my practices, and it wasn't conscious, I just became aware that it's something that I do, is that when I'm at a checkout line in any store, and yes, I usually choose that rather than self-check, I notice the name tag on whoever is in an exchange with me, and I make sure to use their name when I thank them for the service. And those little things over time, like you can sense when someone's seen, just doing their job. So I think that giving thanks is a way of adding more loving to the world, being aware and giving thanks. And right now, from the very, 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 very center of my heart, I give thanks for all of you who are part of this yoga church community, because it's a joy to play and practice with you. So let's chant 3 Ohms. And let's grab a strap. We're going to start with the strap out in front, and you're going to kind of round your shoulders. And as you round, you're pulling your strap apart from its center. So you'll feel a stretch across that top part of your back and shoulders. And you're kind of really pulling apart, pulling. And then get your hands to shoulder width-ish. And then we're gonna lift up and your hands will stop at a certain point and you wanna let them stop. Make sure your wrists are flat. Let me adjust this a little bit. Make sure your wrists are flat, they're not bending back. And then open up the arms a bit. Go further on the strap, let yourself come back. Make sure that you're not arching your spine, that you're in kind of like a neutral. So if you just kind of tilt your hips forward and back, you find middle, knees soft. Breathing is in and out through the nostrils, vibrating in your throat. We're going to come back a bit more, separate the hands a bit more, still above the shoulders. Feel as you're pulling, right? As you're pulling on that strap, feel that stretch across the chest. And we'll come to shoulder height. And then very slowly lower down. Strap, hang on your shoulder. And then just move your arms around in a way that feels good to you. So that could be circling with elbows bent. It could be bending forward and just letting your arms circle, just whatever feels good. And then come back to center. So I'm adjusting my camera because, let's see it, I think there's something there. Okay, there we go. So then when you come back to center, you have the option. We're gonna do a side stretch. If you like the strap, you can take the strap shoulder width and go to side. If you don't, you can interlace your hands. So see in your body what gives you that big, better stretch. Sometimes it just hits a different spot. And so you want to keep chin away from your chest. Look forward. Really press that left foot into the floor. And come back to center. So I always double check shoulders, right? Pull shoulders down and then up and over to the other side. There's this balance of pressing down, grounding, and then pulling your body up out of the hips. And breathe into that right side body, new life. Back to center. Separate your arms again, and then let's go. If you don't have your strap, grab it, and then we're going to go back one more time. So come to about halfway. Wrist flat, hold and breathe. Let's add the breath of fire. So that's the one where you pull your belly in, push your breath out. It can be through the mouth or the nose, and they're quick breaths like blow the air out, hold it out. Inhale, exhale. We get to about shoulder height. And we'll do breath of fire one more time. Inhale, And begin. Blow it out. Hold it out. And lower the arms down. Slow. You can toss your strap to the side. If you are going through nostrils, little caveat, have a tissue near you because that will definitely clear your sinuses. It's also a really great practice, y'all. If you ever get congested, one of my teachers, she's in her 80s when I practiced and learned from her, but her technique that I love for getting rid of congestion was the breath of fire through the nose in the shower where it's warm, and then taking your fingertips and kind of pulsing, because that reverberation also breaks things up, so that on the chest and on the back. And then once you do the breath of fire, you take a deep breath in, and then, I know it's kind of gross, like through your nose, and let yourself go forward, and you'll release all kinds of things that need no longer to be in you. That was just a little, I don't know, tip. Let's go to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart center, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow forward, lift your right leg up. So you can take the leg up as high as you like. You can open up your hip if you want. You can spin the inner thigh inward and get more of a stretch in the back of your leg. Go where your body wants to go. Relax your neck. And lower that foot down to the mat. Lift the left leg up. Notice if you're wanting to open the hip or close it, or do both. And release that. Step back to downward facing dog. Come to plank. Lower down to low push-up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, walk forward. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, reach up. Exhale, palm to the heart center, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back, go push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We can give thanks for these sun salutations. They allow flow within our body, all the systems. And your breath is the mover of you in sun salutations. Look forward, walk forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Sink the buttocks down, sweep the arms up for chair. Shift your weight into your heels, draw the navel in. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, slow push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot, warrior one, reach up. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left foot, warrior one, reach. Exhale, low push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot, warrior one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill down to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot, warrior one. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill down to low push up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot, warrior one. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill down to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward. Left foot, warrior one, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, let the breath begin the descent of your arms, warrior two. Inhale, reach up and back, keep the big lunge. Exhale, windmill down to low push-up, belly stays in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, wide knee child's, and let all the effort go. Relax low back, hips, arms, shoulders, face. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, crescent lunge, sweep up. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Lift your back leg up. We'll hold this warrior three. Arms can be alongside your ears or by your side. You can keep them at prayer. Inhale, step back to crescent lunge. Exhale, palms to prayer. Twist. Crescent lunge with a twist, elbow outside the knee, palms press. Every inhalation, you're lengthening your spine. Every exhalation, twisting. Arm extension if you'd like. And look forward, step back, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, warrior three. And come back to crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to prayer. When the breath is out, twist. Elbow and knee press, palms press. Chest lifts toward your hands. Or extension if you like. And down, step back, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Open up your hip and bend the knee. You can stay right here, stacking the hips, or you can keep pressing that foot over and flip. Both feet will face the back wall, reach for the ceiling, and then reach for front of the room if you're there. And come back to downward facing dog. Wiggle your hips, a little tail wag. And then feet together, lift the left leg up. Open up the hips, bend the knee. Either stay here or keep pressing that foot to the floor. Flip over. Keep your hips high. Reach for the wall behind you. Love your bottom shoulder if you flipped over. And come back to downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Front forearm to the top of your front thigh. Make a big circle with that lifted arm. And then spin your top hand back, bend your elbow, take the bind, whatever way you like to take it. Keep pulling the navel in. Keep the outer edge of your back foot really grounded into the mat. And while you're leaning on your front thigh with your forearm, it should be really easy to lift up, right? So you're not heavy in that way. And breathe. And then come to center. Bring your hands to your hips, turn your feet in so you get pigeon-toed. Look down, make sure your toes are in a line. Lift your shoulders up, drop them down and back. And we'll take a forward fold, hinging at your hips in this straddle. Hands to the floor underneath your shoulders, palms down. And maybe walk your fingertips back in line with your toes, or keep walking your fingertips back. Wrap your elbows in. If you have a headstand in your practice and you're inclined to go there from here, that's fine. Lift the arches of your feet and notice how that wakes up the outsides of the legs and the insides. Relax your neck, shake your head a bit. And then take a bind, so grab onto the outside of your ankles or your legs and pull yourself in even more. And walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. If you were in headstand with your legs in a straddle, come back to the straddle position. Lift halfway up. Hands to hips, lift all the way up. And then we'll turn the toes of your left foot to the back wall for warrior two. Bring your front forearm to the top of your front thigh. Circle that right arm. Sometimes for me, 2 circles feels good. Sometimes it's one direction or the other, so play with that. And then spin your hand back, take your mind. So my personal experience in this, because there's so much happening with legs and shoulders, is I often lose the belly lock. So if you use the hand that's on your thigh and just touch your belly, it reminds you like, oh, right, you've got a lock here, energetic lock. Also pulling up pelvic floor. And then all this other goodness happening. Give thanks for all that's happening in this pose. And then release that, come back to warrior two. Bring your hands to your hips again, turn your toes in. And then let's go to flat-footed squat from here. So heel, toe, heel, your feet in. Drop the buttocks down. Elbows inside the knees, chest lifts. Three more breaths. And hands to the mat, bring your knees to the mat, roll your mat in from front to center and back to center. So we're gonna pad the knees for frog. Once you have that padding, take your knees as wide as you can. Bring your feet in line with your knees. That's a key. You want right angles with your legs, your knees. And then once you have your legs spread as far as it feels like they can go, press your buttocks back. It's going to intensify the stretch. And then drop your body down toward the floor. You can always use a block underneath your rib cage or at your forehead. You can stay lifted, right? You don't have to make it to the floor. But definitely stay on the edge of the inner thigh groin stretch. Wherever your edge is, that's where you want to stay. If you get to the floor, you might even take your arms underneath you. Never a right way, just a healthy pose. I'm giving thanks to your body. It'll hold things for us that we're not sure what to do with. Experiences, emotion. And when we get into poses like this, we might just be able to release some things. And it's natural and maybe not comfortable. So thank your body, your being. And then turn your head to the other side. Two more breaths. And then gently slide out onto your belly. Just slide forward. You can make a pillow with your hands. Relax there. And then push your hands out. Come onto hands and knees. Roll your mat out. And let's come onto your back for bridge. So in bridge, we're going to do the first one with the block, a supported bridge. You'll take the block right underneath your low spine, and it can be on any side, right? So I have it on the high side, but you can turn it to either side that feels good in your body. The block supports you so you can relax your low spine, interlace your hands underneath you or grab your strap. And then activate your legs. So press your feet into the mat. Squeeze your front thighs and knees. Let your buttocks relax. And then imagine that your rib cage is an accordion. And as you breathe in, the rib cage bellows out. And as you exhale, it comes together. Not too much action from the belly. And as you're focusing on your breathing, just give thanks for your breath. Giving thanks for your breath brings you into that awareness of the miracle that it is to be alive. Connects you to the formless. While you're holding this shape, which is the form, right? It's a blend. One more breath. And then take the block out, slow, lower down. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees fall open. You can rest with your palms up or on your belly, but this is a complete let go. Giving your body a moment to take all the goodness from the back bend in. And then bring knees together. We'll take another bridge. You can use the block or not. I'm going to use it between my legs this time. Block between the knees to squeeze. Hips lift. Chest comes toward your chin. Grab your strap or interlace your hands. And then once you're in that pose, the becomes a breath practice. Working this rib cage breath, it exercises the intercostal muscles. A slow lower down. Neutral spine, soles of the feet together, knees fall open. And we'll take one more. Bridge your wheel. So if you have a wheel in your practice, that's with hands on either side of your ears and full back bend. You can go there, or you can do any version of bridge that you like. Again, always honoring where you are. When you take wheel, go to the top of your head first. Hold and breathe. Kind of slow lower down, neutral spine. Soles of the feet together, knees fall open, relax. And then slide your legs out. Bring your hands underneath you, palms down, arms straight. Press up onto your elbows. Lift the chest up, turn the head back for fish. Big rib cage breathing. And lift the chest up, look at your toes. Slide your hands out, roll down from the bottom of your spine to the top. Relax, let all the effort go. The practice of relaxing between the pose, it gives us that experience because in life, when we're off the bat, same, the effort, and then we rest. And that balance I found allows me to stay more in flow. Bring your knees to the outside of your rib cage. Let's take happy baby. Feet toward the ceiling. Grab those feet, press down, knees to the floor on either side of you. You can rock if you like. Extend the legs straight out in a straddle, toes turned down. Tuck your chin, reach through, and we'll hold that. Bring the legs together. Grab the back of your right leg, drop your left leg a couple inches off the mat. Keep your body lifted and then switch. And switch. 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 And switch. And both legs up. Reach forward. Lower your legs 30% and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower 30%. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 inches off the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax down. Let all the effort go. Good work. And then let's rock forward to boat. Chest high, you can hold on to the backs of your legs, you can reach forward, you can have your knees bent, you can have your legs straight. You do want your chest and heart lifting up so you're not rounding your back. Nice long spine folding. Give thanks for boat pose. Makes your core stronger. Give thanks to you willing to hold. And then feet to the floor, hug your knees in, drop your head, relax. And then let's take half pigeon, right leg forward, left leg out. Square your hips, you can stick something under that right buttock if you'd like. Super loving to your front knee. And then once your hips are squared, you lift the chest up, you bring the body down. You can stack your hands, like make this and stack them, and let your head rest there. You let your head rest on a block, or lay on the floor. And then let that right hip relax as much as you can. Big inhale. Breath out. And walk your hands toward you. Sit down to that right side, swing the back leg around, and we'll come into a forward fold. So it can be an easy fold. You can just let yourself round over. If you want more, you can lift the hips up, grab your feet, pull forward. I have a long body, and so I like to put a block at the bottoms of the feet to get that. You could grab your big toes if you want, or a strap. We call this stretching the west side of the body. And lift the body up. We'll take the left leg in, right leg behind you for half pigeon on the other side. Square hips first. Chest lifted. And then take the body down. One side can feel different than the other, so be really present. Never force. Give thanks for your hips that let you move forward in your body. Big breath in. All breath out. Walk your hands toward you. Sit down to that side. Swing the back leg around. Feet hip width apart, knees bent, and let your knees go side to side. And then hands on top of your thighs. Let's extend your legs straight out. And you want to pull your belly in and roll down onto your back as slowly as you can. And when you come all the way down, shoulder stand or legs up the wall, tailbone on a block, some kind of inversion of your choice. Any legs up pose is restorative. It makes it easier for the blood to get to the heart. It's calming for the nervous system. This pose is really great before resting, before bedtime, or if you're wound up and you just want to bring yourself down. And very gently come out of the pose. Pause, relax for a moment. And then bring your right knee into your chest. Take it across your body for a twist. To center, bring both knees in. Keep the left knee in, take the right leg out. Left knee comes across for twist. And this is that beginning of the end of your practice. Your body knows that it's slowing down. And come back to center. Bring both knees in. Extend your legs out on the floor and do whatever you need to do to come into a comfortable resting position. That sometimes involves a blanket, a bolster, socks, whatever it is. And then you give thanks for the effort, for your practice, and for the rest. Right? You give thanks for taking this few minutes to be. It's so easy to get caught in the doing, and it's fun and lovely. And you are a being, a soul in a human form. And the being also fuels you on so many levels. And so just do a scan of your body, starting at your feet, and notice any places where you might be holding resistance or tension. And just inwardly, as you notice it, just say, oh, thank you, and I give you permission to let go and relax. And that's enough. What your body does, it will do. So just checking in. Feet, ankles, legs. Oh, thank you, legs, for taking me from place to place, and now you get to rest. Buttocks, hips, abdomen. Give thanks to all the systems of your body, all the organs, all the parts of you that work independent of you having to even consider it. And then I'm letting go in the whole trunk area. So the rib cage, front, back, sides, waist, side body, back of the body, all the muscles in your back. And then again, notice where you might be holding and let go. Bring your attention to the chest, the center. Your energetic heart is in the center. Just breathe in, naturalness, loving. Thanks for your energetic body, your heart that informs your being and your mind. You may notice your heart beating. Notice your breath. And let go of any effort in the area of the collarbones, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers. It's like an inner softening. Go in the throat, the neck, and the face. Let your muscles of your face be slack. Let your lower jaws relax. Ears, eyes, forehead, skull, scalp. Imagine your brain is relaxed and there's all this goodness and light and energy filling and surrounding your brain. Thankful, right? Thankful. Give thanks for your brain. Give thanks for your nervous system. And then imagine, here you lie. And if we draw a circle around you, this is exactly where you are to be in this moment. Because it's where you are. And at any moment, at any time, you're in the perfect place for you. What is, what isn't, isn't. And you rest and live in the isn't, one moment at a time. Imagine light coming from you, overflowing into the space you're in, and as far and wide as you want to send it. You're an infinite supply of light. You have access to that unconditioned energy always. And then stretch into it. Reach your arms above your head, your feet away from you. Big reach, big stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest. Imagine a ball of light glowing in your belly. Roll to one side. And gently press up to seated, palms to prayer at the heart. Let's chant one Om. Thank you. Namaste.